Hi, this is Jennifer Timko from Stampin' on the Fly, and I'm here today to talk to you about this flower that I colored last week and showed in a card. The flower itself is from the Altenew set Beautiful Day, and I had a few requests to show you how to color it, so that's what I'm here to do today. I've stamped the flower and the leaf from this stamp set. Again, it's from Altenew, and I stamped it in Smoky Slate ink from Stampin' Up. And I chose this light gray ink because I wanted to work on the concept of no line Copic coloring. And this was one of my attempts. And I really was just practicing, and then I ended up getting a result that I liked enough to turn into a card. So after I stamped it, I pulled out my toner gray color Copic markers. So you can see I have T0, T2, T5, and then I always have the colorless blender out in case I need to do any mistake correction. In this one I didn't really have to, but it's also nice if you put a little bit more color down and you need to remove some or push it around. So I'm going to start off with my lightest color, the T0, and I'm just going to put a little bit of color down, and I work petal by petal here. So I just put a little bit of color down as a starting place with my lightest color. And then I'm going to come back in with the T5, which is the darkest color, here in just a second. And I'm going to work next to the outlines to start creating a dark to light shading. So you can see I'm putting the darkest color in here. And I'm going to start creating those shadows and the light spots as I go along. Once I have the T5 down, I'm coming in with the T2, which is my second darkest color. And these are not specific. If you have some other of your toner grays, honestly, it would have been nice. I think I would have liked to have had like the T3 instead of the T2, but I used what I had. And so I'm using my T2 here to blend out that T5, which is so dark. And then I'm going to come back again with my T0 and keep blending in. And you'll see that I'm going to go back and forth a number of times to the markers until I get the result on each petal that I want. And really I just continue all the way around the flower until I'm done. And periodically throughout I do kind of take a look at the whole thing and make sure I don't need to come back and touch up, so you will see me do that a few times. All right, I'm going to put it on to a fast forward and add a little music in and let you watch me color. Okay, so I finished coloring the flower, and now I'm going to start moving on to the leaf. And I kind of kept this one simpler. There's already detail in the artwork of the leaf, and I didn't want to cover that up too much. So all I did was a light to dark shading where, again, I just put the dark Copic marker up at the top and then the lighter shading at the bottom. Just to finish up the flower, I took a white gel pen and came back and put it in the center of the flower, which it really does show up a lot nicer in person than it does to the camera. I'm very glad you joined me today. Thanks so much for stopping in and watching my video. I hope you'll join me over on my blog and that I'll see you again soon at Stampin' on the Fly. Happy stamping!